Hello and welcome to Meanwhile in the podcast. Meanwhile in the Falklands, the podcast from FITV. So there's just the two of us today. My name's Oliver and I'm joined in the studio with
Katharyn.
Yeah, so it's the first time that it's just been between me and you doing the podcast.
Yeah, well, yeah, we were on the podcast last week with Paula, weren't we? But we've been let free. We've been trusted with the podcast ourselves this week. So, Paula doesn't know what's going to go on in this podcast. It'll be a surprise when she listens to it.
Yeah, the responsibility. So, we've been quite busy this week, haven't we?
Yes.
Doing quite a lot of little bits and pieces. We both went to whale watching.
Yeah. Last Sunday? Went out whale watching with Penguin Travel. Got on a little boat. The weather on Saturday was great. It was really sunny, nice and warm, quite calm. The weather on Sunday, when we went out on a boat, it was raining and it was cold and it was windy. It was very choppy water out in the harbour, wasn't it? We didn't see many whales. No. We saw a few dolphins though, but so that was fun.
That was quite exciting, wasn't it? And basically for the list, we went around Port William and along the Berkeley Sound. And like I say, it was very, very misty. And when you saw the Lady Elizabeth come out of the mist, it looked like a ghost ship, didn't it?
Oh yeah, and Olly's been on a bit of a Pirates of the Caribbean hype recently. He keeps going on about wanting to watch Pirates of the Caribbean the film, and he's been listening to the soundtrack in the car quite a lot. So he was saw the Lady Elizabeth coming out of the mist, and he's like, "Oh my goodness, it's like it's a pirate ship." So I think that was Olly sorted for the rest of the week. That was he was happy then. He was settled. That's all he wanted to see on the boat trip.
It was a great moment.
But yeah, and it was my first time being out on a boat here in the Falklands, so that was quite fun. Got to see a lot of dolphins. So yeah.
You even went on the top deck as well.
Yeah, which is terrifying because I'm afraid of heights.
Right.
And Olly was like, "Oh yeah, just climb up this little ladder with this boat that's basically sideways." And I was a bit like, do I want to be doing this? And then I got up there and it was fine. And then I realised I had to come back down that little ladder while the boat was rocking from side to side. But that was quite funny. You luckily. For all the listeners out there, when it's on the show, I will cut out the audio of me just screaming because the boat's rocking.
Yeah, no, it was good.
It wasn't that bad.
But even up there, it was raining as well, wasn't it? And we had the GoPro out. And
it would have been still raining on the top deck, Olly. The top deck of the boat wasn't in a different weather your to the bottom part of the deck.
Well, the wind was strong and everything, wasn't it? Going and seeing it from up there, and it was like your hands go blue, don't they? When they're cold?
Oh yeah, when I get cold, my hands go blue. But I had my little mitts on, so I could still use a camera. But if anybody is listening that wants to go out on a boat, it's great fun. But also maybe Tuesday when the weather's a bit better.
Yeah. No, it was a good little jet. Have you ever seen any? I think there were pearls with it. No pearls.
Peels.
Peels. That's the one. I can't
You've
get the name.
You've been here
right.
longer than I have, and you still don't know that. No, it's peels and commersons, the dolphins.
I've never seen them before, so that's
You've
the
never
first
seen the
for me as
dolphins
well.
before?
No,
Oh, wow.
That was the first ever trip I went to, as well. So that was quite.
Nice.
It was great to see.
Yeah.
But it was funny though, because obviously yourself had the gimbal and I was on the tripod trying to keep it as steady as you can. So some of the shots were quite you reviewed them. Some of them were quite steady. Another thing as well that we went to
sticking with the marine theme, are we here?
Yes. So myself and Hannah went to go and film some orcas, which were just offshore of Stanley. Now, unfortunately, at the time you was
orcas, obviously, they're around the Falklands, but they're more out on the islands, aren't they? Sort of Sea Lion and down there. So to have them in Surf Bay, I think is quite rare. I've been talking to a lot of people and they've said they've never seen orcas in Surf Bay. So obviously everybody in the Falklands rushed down to Surf Bay. And at the time, I was having my driving lesson to learn how to drive on the MPA road. And I was just stood out in the car park, going around doing the car checks with Graham, great fun, and I see Olly and Hannah getting in the car and driving off, and I was thinking, oh, that's a bit weird. I didn't realise I had a story to go to. Get back from my driving lesson, the one day I had to have a driving lesson, and it's like, oh yeah, Kathy, there were some orcas down at Surf Bay. It's like, I missed it. So yeah, you're quite lucky because you got to see them, didn't you?
Yeah, so I took the drone up and had a nice few aerial shots of it, but apparently the orcas were from Sea Lion Island, which, as people may be aware, I went to Sea Lion a couple of weeks ago
Yeah,
now.
yeah, we said
And we missed out on the Orcas, but it's as if they arrived at Stanley because they were waiting for me there. So.
Oh yeah, although because you were there, Ollie was really wanted to see the Orcas, and he didn't see the Orcas at Sea Lion, and you're going to Sea Lion this weekend again, aren't you?
Yes.
Just for the night to try and see the Orcas again. So.
Yes, I'm going for a night because I really want to go and see them, and I think it's a really nice shot that we can get. To go and see them. So yeah, we're going for a night, so fingers crossed on Halloween I'll be able to find...
Yeah, or the Orcas, they'll come back to Surf Bay, they'll be like, oh no, Ollie's back again, we're going to head out of the area.
Yeah, no, but it was good.
It's good you got to see them though, here, at least.
Yeah, it was absolutely, and it was weird because someone, Andy Pollard, put a comment up on Facebook, and then it seemed to be the majority of people just scrambled to the beach. So there were so many cars on the beach, and people obviously wanted to go see them. But you interviewed Michelle Winard, didn't you? Who said she's been here a while. She's only seen them twice, isn't it?
Yeah, I think she said it's the first time she was able to get to Surf Bay and actually see them. It doesn't happen very often. So yeah, I guess that's why everybody rushed down to see them, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it was great. But a big thing as well that we filmed, the big project that we did, was the Witness for the Prosecution play. Yeah. Didn't we? We filmed that. Yeah,
so the FIODA production that Paul was in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a really good play, wasn't it?
I've never heard about it before, and there was a twist at the end. But so basically we had a 3-camera setup, didn't we? 4-camera setup, and it'll probably be in the show later. But yeah, and we set up the cameras, and you guys knew the story before, didn't you?
Oh,
and
yeah,
I didn't. And
we had to know the story to know where we were filming, and Ollie absolutely refused to hear the ending because he didn't. So probably on his camera, I think you'll hear him gasping at the end with the plot twist, whereas the rest of us were pretty chill about it. But no, it's a good play because I quite like Agatha Christie stuff, and I've never heard about that story before. I mean, I read more the Poirot and like the detective ones, so I've not actually seen that one before. But I really want to find it. I hope it's. I'll need to find out what the book's called, whether it's the same name as the play. But no, it was a really good play, and everybody in the production was so good at acting.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was just amazing, wasn't it?
Well, even the props that were set up, the lighting was brilliant from Chris Lock again. Yeah, it was just a brilliant, well thought out play, and then they had the jury there voting and things like that, and obviously Stuart being the defence and Elliot doing the. Being the prosecutor, it just worked. It was a very nice play, and I quite enjoyed filming it.
Yeah, so. It was good. It was really, really good. I almost wanted to go back second night just to watch it again because it was that great. But yeah, no, good play.
Yeah, so that was FIODA. So they're. That's it for their production.
I wonder what they're going to do for the next one.
I know. Well, would you ever consider doing it?
I don't know. Maybe minor role in the background. But no, I was saying to chatting to Chris, because I think they've been working on this play for quite a while. I think obviously it's got delayed and things because of COVID. I believe.
Yeah.
I mean, don't quote me on this if that's right. But so they've been working on it quite a while, and I think now they're finished. It's a bit like, oh, what do we do? So I've been sort of saying, well, when are you doing the next one?
It's a bit of a relief, but they've got another project coming up, which is you're going to the Poppy Ball, which that should be quite exciting.
That's
that's in next week. I
bet that's the Royal British Legion.
The Royal British Legion. So Chris Lock is the chairman of the Royal British Legion.
Okay.
And like I say, so they've said that they were focusing all their energy on the play, and now they've had 2 weeks to organise the Poppy Ball. But like I say, they're brilliant. They're very well organised anyway. So I'm sure it'll be a great. But I've never been to a ball here. So
neither have I.
Yeah, so it'd be great. Yeah, it'd be great to actually experience it itself. A big update in the office, though, is we've had 3 dogs in the office, I believe, isn't it?
This is the most exciting part. So we knew that we've got a dog visiting us today. Toby is visiting. He's been very good all day, lying asleep in the corner. He's now out in the other office, I think. So we've lost him from our office at the moment. But so very exciting, the fact this dog was going to be visiting. We knew for a week or so. I was really looking forward to it. And then we had a couple of extra visitors, I think. Yeah. Gibson popped in one day. Somebody came in to talk to Paula, and Gibson came in with them, and then Marlon.
Yep,
from Seafarers Mission. Yeah. They popped in so it's been a very doggy week. I'm quite happy with a different dog visiting the office every day of the week. So if anybody's listening and has dogs that they would like to bring to the FITV, if they want to visit the office and bring their dog with them, different dog every day of the week.
But I was obviously watching your Hello video, and you have a dog at home.
Yeah, I've got 2 dogs at home. Yeah, 2 Springer Spaniels, absolutely bonkers. But so I don't mind if anybody wants to bring their dogs down. I really don't mind.
There you go. Well, I'm more of a cat person, but still, it's been quite nice having a dog in the office.
Yeah, although very distracting.
Yes,
I keep
exactly.
not doing the work I meant to be doing.
Keeping on the kind of a mini theme of the wildlife, we went to the Murrell and see all the penguins, didn't we?
Yeah,
that was quite
good.
Interesting, and to see, to go around with Adrian Lowe, who owns Mother Murrell, which is bigger than Guernsey, which is quite crazy.
Yeah, he was saying Guernsey could fit inside the Murrell farm, isn't it? That's but that's not even the biggest farm in the Falklands.
No, it's one of the small. Well, it's not what. It's a small farm in comparison to some others.
Honestly, I cannot wrap my head around how big the Falklands are.
Yeah.
The fact that you can fit an entire island within the farm, and that's not even one of the biggest ones. Honestly, mind blowing.
But there was some nice scenery that we went to go and see as well.
Yeah, there was all the different types of penguins there. So I was able to tick off all my Falklands penguins off my bucket list in one day. So I don't need to be here for the rest of the year.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, no, you
can go home, catch the next flight back.
We saw a rare northern rockhopper, which was quite interesting. And we filmed a little boxing match, didn't we?
Yeah, there were some little penguins having a bust up. So
it was quite. I've never seen that before either, because they were, they were quite bloody, weren't they? We just sat there, just filming it.
It was interesting to see all the different types of penguins, and obviously Adrian's so interesting. Obviously he knows a lot about the area, so it was really interesting to spend the day with him, wasn't it, and have a chat to him. But I think that's going out. Is that out on the show this week?
Yes, that will be out on the show. That will be out on the show this week. So make sure you check out it on FITV. Also, we went to Sparrow Cove, which is in the Murrell, and that was where the SS Great Britain was beached, which I believe you've seen in...
I've seen that in Bristol. Yeah, I went to visit the SS Great Britain a few years ago, and obviously I didn't realise that it had any connection to the Falklands. Then I got here, and when I knew I was coming down to the Falklands, I was doing a load of research and found out that it was actually here for a while. I was thinking, oh my goodness, I didn't realise it. It's weird how everything's sort of linked.
Yeah.
But no, the SS Great Britain is quite cool. If you're ever in Bristol, go visit it. It's really interesting.
Never seen that one, to be fair. So it must have been quite a big moment.
When you're next back in the UK, Ollie, go visit the SS Great Britain. It's really interesting.
I'll take a few pictures of it. No, brilliant. And you've been here it seems like you've been here quite a while now. It's been good.
I've been here forever. You fed up with me yet?
No, it's good. No, but in terms of, have you been enjoying it? Is there any surprises that you've had so far?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I can't think of, because I wasn't entirely sure what to expect when I came here. But at the same time, it's not what I expect. It's a bit of a weird one.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think there's anything really that's surprised me other than sort of how big the cars are and how small the roads are. That was a bit of a shock. And yeah, I think it's all right. It's quite busy. It's quite nice being busy. Because obviously coming from the UK, it's haven't really done much. Because coming from lockdown in the UK. But no, I think it's really busy. There's more going on than I thought there would be. So, but yeah, it's quite nice. Quite enjoying it.
And what about the shopping? How's that been?
No. Well, no, I got back, what was it? I bought like 4 things from the shop, and it was so expensive. And I think I put them down in the house and I started complaining about how expensive it was. And I was like, yep, okay, I know what this is about. But no, I'm getting used to it. It will be fine.
No, it's funny because when I first arrived, I was quite like, oh my God, this is really expensive. So it was quite funny seeing you, obviously you complained about it as well. So it was quite like a mirrored thing. As well, the driving as well, you're getting more comfortable driving the Pajero.
Like I said, drove out on the gravel roads. So I'm hoping to get a certificate soon to say that I'm qualified to do that. So yeah, but no, it's fun. Quite enjoy driving the car. Still having the war with the seat settings, as we mentioned last week.
Yeah.
But no, enjoying driving Pablo the Pajero.
Yeah, we've named so FITV have 2 cars. and we share, me and Katharyn share the
Pablo.
So we'll share the Pajero, which used to be the Darwin car, and we've called it Pablo. So
it's great. Big fan of Pablo.
But is there any other things that like you expected that might, unexpected here in the Falklands, or any advice you reckon?
I'm
people
not
that have
sure.
Just started here?
Bring all the warm clothes. Don't forget your hair bobbles if you've got long hair. I don't know, this is hard because everybody keeps asking me, oh, what surprised you? What did you expect? And things like this. And I don't know what I expected to say, oh, this really shocked me or this didn't shock me, and things like that. So I don't really know. It's like I said, it's busier than I thought it was going to be. But yeah, I don't know. I'm enjoying it. It's fun. I think I'll get used to the wind and the cold. But yeah, bring all your warm clothes and your thermal layers if you're coming down to the Falklands.
Absolutely. So obviously we record this on a Friday usually. So we've got a weekend. Weekend planned. You've got quite a few things on Sunday.
It's going to be a very busy weekend. Ollie may, because I think you're coming back from Sea Line on Sunday, you may have to walk back from the airport, Ollie, because I don't know if I'm actually going to be free to come and pick you up. So in the morning going out walking with the Falklands Conservation, the Watch Group, so that should be good fun. They're doing a sponsored walk, so that'll be interesting. And then I think we've got just filming some cooking as well.
That should be all right.
At Paula's, which that will be fun. I'm gonna go learn how to cook, I think. But no, that should be good fun. So you're gonna miss all the free food.
No, that's a shit. Can you not put some in a bag and save it for me?
No.
Okay. But I did spot something today. So I think that you and Hannah are having a bit of a Fitbit war, aren't you?
Oh.
So you're going through. Tell us about that. What's going on there?
Oh, so we've both got Fitbits, and we've decided to have a competition to see how many steps we're doing. It's mainly a case of who can walk to the coffee machine most times in a day, I think. But yeah, Hannah kept walking around the office yesterday just to prove a point. I think she beat me yesterday. But then I went to the gym afterwards, so I'm not sure. I need to check out the leaderboard. But no,
so do you have an actual? Is it?
I added it on the Fitbit app, okay. I think we can see what we're doing in a week or in a day. We can compare steps, but it's going to be our little step competition. So, Ollie, you need to get a Fitbit too, so you can measure your steps, join in the competition. We're not sure what prizes are going to be or how we're going to decide. Well, how we decide a winner is obvious because it's the person with the most steps. But what time frame we're doing for the competition. But yeah, so we need to figure it out. But I think you'll mainly be bragging rights that you've done the most steps in a day.
Could you not just do star jumps for 10 minutes or something, and that should get your steps up, shouldn't it?
Well, no.
Or you could just
I'm
walk
not going to
around.
do star jumps.
Or you could go in. I think wasn't it at the Murrell Farm? You were in the.
We were in the Land Rover.
You said you did 20,000.
Oh yeah, it's because because we were off-roading in the car. It's quite bumpy in the back, so it jolts your arm. So that got the step count up, even though we just sat in the back of the car. But yeah, so gonna make an effort. Gonna have to keep walking up and down the corridor, I think.
Well, it's weird because I saw Hannah coming in and taking the bins out and stuff like that, and just seeing that's extra 5 steps.
Yeah, now we're even going to be fighting over who takes the bin out because we're going to want to get the steps up. It's a great motivator.
No, absolutely. But anyway, I think that comes this week to an end. So you can catch up with FITV online at www.fitv.co.uk/channel.html. Alternatively, you can have a look on our on your television set if you're part of KTV, and that'll be up at 7 p.m. on Friday. So, anything else really we should add for next week? We got.
I don't think so. I think we've pretty much covered it. Hello to all the regular listeners.
Paula
normally says hello. We've forgotten. Sorry guys. Paul is not here to remind us to say hello to all our regular listeners. If you're out walking your dogs, bring them into the office. I think that covers it then. If we've said hello to everyone. There
is one thing as well that I've just come to my head now is the sports. For the listener that loves the sports, there is a golf competition that's begun. The golf season, so that should be interesting. Sponsored by, I think it's one of the building services. I'll find that out for you next week. But yeah, we'll be covering that as the tournament goes along. So I think that finishes in March. But yeah, there's a golf competition going on at the moment, which is exciting. But I suppose that's us for this week. So make sure you stay tuned on FITV, and yeah, we'll see you next week.
Bye.